not looking positive. Hey there. Today is peer revision. I'm on my second one, and what I'm seeing so far, I've looked at 3 in my 9 a.m. class, and I'm on my second one in this section. Because I have to print, I don't have any SBC students here yet, so Lord only knows if they're going to show up. The title should not be a question. Shayla? No question. The title should give the reader your stand on the issue. It's not supposed to be, okay? So you need to say, let's see. You need to say celebrities don't deserve the amount of pay. You need to say that, okay? The other thing I've seen, Christopher, wave your hands at me. Are you there, Chris? Where's Chris? Okay. You have your second paragraph, and I've already done yours and sent it back. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Okay, so you can see. I'm gonna show you what I see. Okay, you turned it in through Turnitin, which is a plagiarism checker. So I see your second paragraph has all of this information, an average of 15.6 million viewers, first virtual draft, Super Bowl 54, you've got 100 million viewers. If you give me statistics, data, dollars, you have to have a source. You can't use numbers and not tell me who gave it to you. So you need parenthetical reference on this. I know you've got 2 sources, okay? So thousands of people play, but only about 259 get drafted. Yeah, maybe. So as I go through, I look down here. Then you start a body paragraph with a quote. A quote is evidence. You have to have a topic sentence, okay? Remember, that hasn't changed from when we did the paragraph at the beginning of the semester, and the topic sentence says you were going to talk about your families, or we're going to talk about my pet. That's all you talk about. You have to have a topic sentence. You can't give me evidence to start a body paragraph. You can start your introduction or your conclusion with a quote, but not a body paragraph, okay? And my other thing, because I can't guarantee, and you're going to see, I've got comments all over here, okay? I'm not going to have time to do that on 90 papers or 90 drafts. It's supposed to be works cited. You gave me a different title, and it's supposed to be in alphabetical order, and it's supposed to be double-spaced. So you've got some work to do on yours. The other thing I want to comment on is once you get comments back from me, and I can't guarantee when I'll get everybody's done, I'm just telling you. So you can't wait on me. You need to, if you don't feel like you have, or if you have any lingering questions, you can wait until next Monday and ask me those questions. And I'll have time to spend with you guys on it. But if you feel like everything's cool and great to go, you can go ahead and turn it in early. The earlier you get it in, the more likely you're going to get it back early, okay? Just going to say. So, but I'm seeing things. Works cited, it's not called citations, it's called a works cited. It needs to be in alphabetical order, it needs to be double-spaced. And I've gone over that multiple times. So, have a great day. No, you're doing peer revision, and I still don't have any SPC students. That's awesome. Okay. All right. I'm wondering, though, I have Jose here, and I'm wondering if they had their baby. So, that probably was not a good sign. So, Shayla, I was printing yours, but I do see you have reference in yours. Title should be not be a question. Works cited. Oh, come on. Type. Works cited needs to be in alphabetical order. Okay. And it's not hard to do. You just copy, cut, and paste, you just move blocks of text. And there's no extra space between them. The indent, because when you see a works cited, the indentation, I can tell when a new source is because the first line is always over here. So you just got to switch the first two, okay, to get that done. All right. So if you see that yours has been graded, go look, and if there's no comments, it probably means on the surface everything looks fine, okay? I'm not going to go in and comment on grammar and punctuation. I don't have time to do that. So, go for it. All right, I need to email Jose. There we go. Hi. It's okay. Huh? What? Oh, that always does it. I've printed a couple of papers for you to do peer revision on since. Nobody else in the class has turned one in. I'll look at yours. Okay, so you can write your peer revision grade, you can tell me who you looked at and you thought. Okay. Oh, there you are. One kid from Morton and one kid from It's cold out there in that hallway. But I'm sure I'll walk out at 11 and it'll be 70 degrees, so. I emailed Jose trying to find out what's going on. Yeah, if you'll just send that to me in a course message, I will, I'll glance at it. And I'm checking something really quick. Probably, we don't need to do that, yeah.
Yep.
I just sent you an email because I was concerned.
Oh, there was a wreck.
Well, yeah, but I didn't see Monday, so.
Oh, yeah, I got my wisdom teeth taken.
Oh, okay.
That's how I look like a chipmunk.
Okay, well, I can't see that well. I have cataracts in this eye.
Oh.
It's really giving me hell right now.
Oh.
There was a draft of the argumentative essay due last night. Mm-hmm.
I didn't even check yourself.
You haven't been into Blackboard since
Yeah,
the 22nd?
I've been asleep since Monday.
Monday, okay. Have you got your laptop with you?
I just got my iPad. The iPad doesn't let me do anything on Word.
You could, if you need to, you can go there, you can go in the library and use their computers and work on it if that would, and you can just send it to yourself, save it and send it to yourself in an email,
Okay.
so that you're getting some work done, okay?
It's in the library, you said?
Library's right here, right there. It's just all this area back here, okay? Okay. I was just concerned that something had happened besides wisdom teeth, so.
Yeah, yesterday I didn't do anything but sleep and eat food.
Okay, you really ought to let your instructors know when that's gonna happen, okay? I think he said something, but that was before Thanksgiving. Okay. No.
Where was this wreck?
Where at? Oh, okay, Westwood, okay. Hmm.
the whole front end of the truck is like
Mm.
smashed.
Yeah, that sounds,
There's a ton of cops and fire trucks and construction trucks.
yeah, just thankful I know.
Well, it depends on where you live. I mean, so where do you live?
I live on like 119th and Indiana.
The smartest way to come is come up, well, I would suggest, get off at Marcia Sharp and go to Milwaukee and come up Milwaukee.
Yeah, I usually go on the loop and exit.
And get off on Fourth, yeah, 'cause Fourth is the best road to hit out here. 19th is a mess.
But whenever I'm going home, it's like terrible, like I almost get in a wreck every single time, 'cause people don't know how to drive on the loop.
They don't.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the, loop for Lubbock is not very bright, especially when it's supposed to be a speed up ramp. I,
What?
I was just being funny and saying, okay, now let me see how I got to school. But I take 19th, turn right, and I think it's Indian or Marcia Sharp, and then come left.
Well, Marcia Sharp, on 19th Street, 19th Street and Marcia Sharp don't meet until you're,
I can't remember
By
what
Tech.
street it was,
where do you live? Give me the number and the address, give me number and street.
23rd Street, also Avenue Q and 19th.
Okay, all right, so, you ought to just come out 19th and then hang a right on Milwaukee.
Yeah.
That would be the quickest way to do it.
I usually somehow make a right onto Fourth and then just continue straight down.
You're talking lights on either of those streets, so, you could get on Marcia Sharp and hit the loop, but I don't like traveling the loop when it's bad weather.
Oh,
I totaled a Mustang one April. We had a freeze between 6:30 and 7:30, and it froze, and I was in a Mustang, and it wasn't that heavy of ice, but because I'm in such a light car, I had an overpass at the Armory, right into the, guardrail. And it's one of those where I thought, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go off the top of this thing, but I didn't. It just bounced, and I got a ticket and I now own part of that, the rail on that, 'cause you have to pay for it when you damage guardrails, you have to pay for your insurance does. It sucks. Okay, Morgan, I'm gonna look at yours on that.
Should've put your name on it then.
Oh, well, not that crazy. You can tell me what you thought of my comments, but I'll know my comments are the best ones you're gonna get, so. That's not arrogant, is it? But it's true. What's your browser? That shouldn't be Chrome. Don't paste, attach. Okay, so do you have, is it in a document? Do you have a version of your paper that has to attach? That it's part of? Okay, the other way too is. Okay, all right, hit. So, Max? Yes. Oh crap, I don't know if the commands work the same. Do you know how to do keystrokes or copy? Should be control, that's, yeah, control is copy. So this. Okay, so we'll just highlight that again. So control. Okay, go over to the minutes. Control P. Probably because it's different from Mac. So, can you send me an email?
Yeah.
Okay, send me an email versus a text message. But it might just, see, I can't do it with my thumb and fingers like that. I I have to have an external mouse. I'm just faster that way. Or I use the keystrokes. I don't wanna- okay. You italicize, the bigger the document, the more likely you do it, so you would italicize databases. So is that one, off of EBSCO or off of opposing viewpoints? Okay, then opposing viewpoints should be italicized, where it says Gail whatever, Gail something, opposing viewpoints. Okay. You know, it's interesting enough that your quote about inept parents makes me think of the one that's in that video games are violent.
Yeah, a lot of my essay is about.
Kind of that same thing. I have already set up the makeups on all of your quizzes for this class. I'll double check and make sure I did chapter 16. But remember, you have to go into the week where it was originally assigned to make up those quizzes, because they've already got grades in them. I can't put them in another week. They have to be taken in the week they were given. So it's gonna be weeks 1, 2, 3, and there's the announcement on everybody's, in your announcements, it tells you what weeks those are. So if you're not sure what you need to make up, go into My Grade, and if you can see Grammar Quiz 1 and there's no grades, you need to make it up, okay? But in announcements, it gives you make-up quizzes over chapters in grammar. It tells you what they are. So you'll just go into that course content week and you'll see that 7 a.m. Monday morning, those quizzes open up. They close at midnight on Friday. Don't email me and say, on Saturday and say, well, I forgot to take my quiz. That's your problem. You don't get 2 forgets, okay? You didn't take it the first time it was assigned, you don't get another one. This is it. So let me go back and finish comments on yours, okay? Do I have email yet? No. There we go. Yeah, it says it right there. Shishol. S-H. Shishol. That's okay. So you just have the one right now? Okay. Okay. I'm actually gonna send your paper to Rodney, the guy I have on Tuesday, Thursday that had to get a job, so he's having to do everything on one end, so. Okay,
I don't know if he was meaning to do this, but it's 300% in 2020, and I don't,
broke previous records by as much as 300%, so in other words, if you had like 20 million watching it, then you would have had,
oh, okay,
that's what he means.
okay, I was like,
Yeah, and I've already gotten on his case because he doesn't have a source on that, okay? That's how I roll. Yeah, I have a student who's had to get a job, so I'm sending him a couple of papers to do peer revision on. Don't worry, I don't have to worry about comments from him coming back, because I don't know when I'll get them, actually. But, let me tell you again, your title should not be a question. That's a major no-no. It needs to be, yes, this needs to happen, no, this doesn't. It needs to show your stand on the issue. Because the one I just opened up had a question on it, yours doesn't. Come on, save. Okay. Okay, I've done yours, Morgan, okay. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys up front, if something is misspelled, it's because I am not seeing anything clearly out of my left eye from cataracts. Getting old sucks, is I'm just gonna tell you, okay? So, it's hard on a small screen to type and not catch my errors. I'm just telling you, so if I misspell something, it's not, I'm trying to catch them, but it's, I can't guarantee I'll do that. Yeah, I'm actually copying, I'm doing the keystrokes all the time when I work on the computer, Morgan. Yeah, no, I'm just, it's, I can click with this, I can do all of that super quick. But that's just how I learn to use it. Probably has something to do with the fact that I learned to type and not keyboard.
That's,
Okay.
that's the distinction between keyboard and typing.
because typing, you had these metal keys that were raised up in a metal frame, and then you had all the letters were on these little fingers, kind of like a odd little piano look to it. And so when you would hit like A, it would fly it from over here.
I will say the typewriter is very intriguing.
Well, and let me tell you, the reason why our keyboard is the way it is because they had to separate the characters so that the little, there were like little stamps on the end that would have the A, the letters of the alphabet, so it would hit the paper, and it would hit it through a band of ink that was on there, okay? So if you had them too close and you were too fast, they'd get tangled. So that's why our keyboard is the way it is, because this is how typewriters work. And for all of us old people who learned to type on a manual typewriter, it makes sense because, you know, and it's muscle memory, you know. I mean, I spent a year in typing. A, S, T, F, J, K, L. I can't tell you where the other letters are. My muscle memory knows it, but not my brain. But I know the home keys. The question is,
Minimum of 2 quotes.
yes, you have to have a minimum of 2 quotes, which means one from each of those sources. You can have more, and you can have more than 2 sources. But if those 2 sources you have are from SPC, and that's all you've got, and your paper's good, you can make an A. If you only have one from SPC and one from somewhere else, you can't make an A. You can make a B. It's just the requirements because it's too easy to just Google something and pull some crap off the internet and use that source.
Not
So-
wrong.
Huh?
I was saying you're not wrong.
Yeah, it's too easy. So we need to learn how to use legitimate sources. And so you have until Friday to get your peer revision comments posted. Okay? So, but if you want to go ahead and do them today, that's not a problem. And just again, if you don't have a counter argument, you can't counter it, just leave it out. So that's fair enough. It won't cost you a letter grade. You'll lose about 5 points for not having a counter argument in there, okay? So that means you can still make an A. But we've already talked about yours. The person who's doing, fast fashion kind of has the same issue. That it's so new that there's not anything out there on it. But nobody wants to argue that, that children are behaving better by studying. Okay, if you see a 25, doesn't mean it was perfect. Go and look for my comments. This is a much smaller class, so it's a lot easier to... If you give any kind of a statistic, a number, that's not just something that people would commonly know, you have to have a source for it.
Sorry, I think I have to go. I think something happened to my girlfriend. I think her order just broke.
Okay, good luck. Hey, let me know. That's all we need. Become a baby early. Welcome to baby early. So remember, go and look at your papers. If you have a number, if you say the death penalty is abolished in 108 countries, you gotta tell me where you got that information from, because that's not something we know off the top of our heads. If you wanna say the United States, the day of independence was July 4th, 1776, we know that. You don't have to give credit on that. But something that's not common knowledge has to be credited. So, you that wrote the death penalty, I'm just kidding you guys about that. Somebody just put that in their conclusion. Oh, Amazon, maybe they're delivering some, okay. It's quite possibly, my daughter uses my Amazon account, she pays for her own stuff. Okay, that's something going to her. Oh, that's for her, no less. I guess she can buy stuff for herself. Okay. But realize that you do have to have quotes in your paper. It's a research argumentation essay. If you don't have quotes, you got a problem. Okay. So when you finish those, Morgan, you can just give them to me, okay? Oh, that looks like post has already gone bye-bye. Well, it is 10:46, so. Yeah, I got a paper with quotes in it that had no references at the quote. Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay so long as it's integrated. I have one, I just looked at one that had quotes in it. Nothing showed up nothing showed up through Turnitin. And there's sources at the end, but there's all these statistics not quoted, and that's a problem. You have to give credit. Okay, why am didn't mean to download that. Okay. If I can- Oh, that answers that question. I just read through a paper that has no quotes. Did I just not make things clear? That they wouldn't put quotes? I'm just like, okay, all right. My poor husband, he's had
Your
two extra
conference
dogs,
is scheduled to
brand new
end in 2 minutes.
so he's big. Finn is about half his size, and an extra cat in the house. Yesterday, because my son closed on a house, and they started moving yesterday, and so they're back at our house so that they aren't, because you leave the door when you're moving stuff in, you know. They finally got their house, after 11 months, they finally got to move into the house they had built. It was supposed to be done in July. So they are, let's just say, excited. But they have a cat. It's a kitten. She's like 4 months old or 3.5 months old. And that kitten and our kitten they were playing like crazy yesterday, chasing each other around. Ours hasn't seen another cat since it was about 2.5, 3 weeks old. So it tries to play with the dogs, but the dogs don't do that much. Looks like everybody's almost gone, okay? Well, okay, there's 5. Got 5, let's finish this class. Okay. Eight, 9. Oh, I forgot to give Jose the sample essay. Okay. Send Jose. Make a note to myself.
Your conference is now over. Goodbye.
Okay. So what did you think of theirs? Okay?
That one didn't have enough quotes, and then in that one, there was like, I messed up on some stuff,
That's
but,
okay.
she had just like a couple of sentences that were just,
Did you write their
Really
names
wrong.
down, so you'll remember,
Oh,
for
I
you to
need
put,
to.
yeah, here, write their names down, or you can just keep them, okay? But you've got, peer revision is due by Friday. You just go in and put it in the, you can put it in submission, or you can put it in commentary, either one, okay?
So I just say like,
You tell me the two that you looked at, and say, and I know that my teacher looked at mine, so I'm sure her comments are correct. But there wasn't that much wrong with yours, so. Go ahead. Are you gonna stay in here and work, Dante?
Yeah.
Okay, you do realize you put yourself behind by not having the draft ready.
Yep.
So you didn't get peer revision, so I wasn't gonna give you peer revision due because you didn't have a draft done today, okay?
I know.
So, if you wanna drop, you let me know, okay? I have to drop, you have to be dropped by tomorrow, or else your grade, the grade is the grade, that whatever you earn is what you'll get, okay?
Alright,
I'm not being mean, I'm just letting you know.
I know.
Uh-oh. Hello? Hello?
Hello, this is a courtesy call from United Pharmacy at 80.
I knew I recognized the number, I thought it was somebody else, I didn't think it was the pharmacy. Okay. I don't know if you noticed, on Monday, I had on black pants, I had all black, and I had navy blue socks on. I looked down, I walked outside and I went, oh my God, my socks are navy blue. It only showed up in direct sunlight. I took a picture of it, I thought it was so funny. At least I had on matching shoes. I have been known to wear two different flip-flops if I'm not paying attention. So, all right, well, let me know what you wanna do.